They're still finishing.
Yep.
They're still finishing.
Even if it's in 5 hours or something, it's more about the principle of just keep going.
You can't tell me that if that girl can do it, you can't.
Right.
Okay, so today we're going to do a little posing, and Tori right here is going to be double checking my posing routine. She is a posing coach for Team Elite Physique, so posing queen, okay. Posing queen for Team Elite Physique. So I trust her opinion. I told her, don't hold back. I'm going to try a new little transition thing too, and I told her, you know what? If it looks awkward, tell me, okay? And after that, we're into some shoulders.
Yep, you can do some shoulders with Ashley and Tori today and have a good workout. So.
Tug downwards, but lift up from here, but keep your elbows pushed down more. In the arms, I'll tell girls like push your hands down like you're pushing out of a swimming pool.
Oh,
to pop your
that's
chest up.
That's a good cue.
And then that way your elbows are straight, because I can't stand when girls' elbows flare out too far. And then keeping that push on the hands or your arms going downwards. I think of it like from lifting up someone from their armpits, but then keep the push this way. The second time I thought was better, when you come from the first turn to the walk, I think it's your right foot looks slightly heavy in the first step.
Okay.
When I push off, it's like I'm coming from both feet down, as opposed to if I come from here and I kick this foot and now I'm on the down, it's that first step to me that feels heavy. That to me is what makes it look pretty, because it's fluid. So when you do the whisk, there's that same hold and then a movement. So it just keeps it congruent from other parts of the routine.
Cool. Well, I think that's it. Thank you for the posing help. Let's go train shoulders now. Okay, so today we're training shoulders with Russ here, and we have Tori. And if you remember from the last video, she's also competing at the Olympia, but in fit model as an NPC competitor. So hopefully she gets her pro card, but we're prepping for the same show.
Yeah, with 3 weeks, three-ish and 4-ish.
Oh, don't scare me. Okay. So I'm like 4.5 weeks. I think you're at 4-ish. If you're
I think it's just under 4.
So yeah, a little more time than me.
So slightly different
A
timeline.
few more days, but yeah, we're training shoulders today. Get a shoulder vein.
Vinny. That's Vinny, because he's what's Vinny through thick and thin. He's my ride or die.
I was feeling really tan today, and then he's like, you just ruined it.
They look really tan. I was like, I suppose running outside, because that's the only thing I would give me some sun. I basically go for an endurance session, like 20 reps.
Now is that because you're trying to keep the muscle down for fit model?
Yeah. There's still, yes.
Horrible problem to have. Horrible.
Yeah.
17? No.
Oh, was that 50?
19, 20. Unless my math is off, I don't know.
I just have to count on my fingers for people when I would train. Because if I was trying to like talk to them at the same time, I just have to count on my hands.
Yeah. Did she go to the bathroom?
Did she left her mic on, I bet.
Oh, how nice.
Can you hear everything she's...
You left the mic on going to the bathroom. So we hooked it up to the whole gym speaker so we could all hear. Well, so are you feeling ready and prepared and confident for the Olympia?
I would say as of like yesterday or day before, I was like, okay, I can start to see changes more. So now I feel like it's at the point that I feel comfortable. And then you're like, oh, I know I'm only gonna get better. Right?
Exactly. That's a good spot to be, like, no matter what, unless I really mess this up.
Yeah.
It's only gonna get better from here. So whatever this is,
Yep.
this is the worst it could be.
Exactly. Like I'm happy as it is. And then the other thing I was telling him was like, girls will be like, oh, I only have 4 weeks. Like, how much can I do in 4 weeks? And so my mentality is like, how much can I do in 4 weeks? Right? So that I'm like chasing more as opposed to feeling like you're like I'm running out of time.
Yeah.
Right? So, yeah.
So this is gonna be a good one because I'm sure people are so geeked out about like stats and stuff, especially like if it helps them maybe move into the division that maybe makes more sense.
Yep.
So do you mind providing your stage weight and what your height is?
Yeah, so I'm 5'7". My lowest stage weight this year was 125, which they did say was too lean.
Okay.
I competed anywhere from like 125 to 130. The highest was 134, which
Okay.
was the too big.
Okay.
So feedback,
That was such a fluctuation. A 10 pound.
10 pounds from beginning. So February was 125, July was 135.
Okay.
And feedback at one of the shows, I showed up at 129. They said should have been a little bit leaner that day. So I told her kind of like the pattern of things. She said 127. So for the number 5'7", 127.
Okay.
But I do think I'm slightly more muscular than some of the girls at my height.
Mm-hmm.
So realistically, I think 125 for 5'7" girls, probably
Yeah.
pretty close.
Yeah. Are you expecting girls to be more on your level rather than smaller or?
Yeah, so beginning of the year, they said too lean. Yeah, so beginning of the year, they said too lean and a little bit too much shoulders, too much tie-ins. And they said either get bigger and go to bikini or soften up to stay fit model. So hence the higher weight throughout the time thereafter. But then the feedback basically was then get leaner again. So now I'm going leaner.
Well, I'm taking in consider, I mean, the muscle that was more, I guess, for bikini, but
yeah, and I'm taking bone, I feel like I guess a bigger person, so I feel like my bones would weigh.
Because yeah, even like looking at your wrist too, it's so confusing.
Yeah,
You're very small wrist too. Like you're like me.
Yeah.
Like you're not like
like my watch.
or
Like when I look at my watch on my wrist, it looks like a child's.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. Well, that's a good lesson that it's not just about the weight.
Yep. What's funny is I can tell things like when I'm shaving my legs, it's like how tight my legs feel.
Oh,
Or like there's less circumference.
well, I only do that like once a month. No, I weigh like twice. I'm kidding. I'm not a very hairy person. If your prep is ruined by one year,
Yeah.
then there's more that you did wrong.
That one, beer especially, I probably drink like, normally I only drink like once a year, so that's a super rare occasion. The other way I say it too is like I've pretty much been in prep since Christmas. So same thing where it's like if I'm doing this many good things, this many days of effort,
Yeah.
if I have that one moment, how much is it really going to mess me up in comparison to the amount of effort I put in consecutively? Candlestick style?
I'll hold the candlestick.
I've never heard that before.
Or like a Starbucks cup would make sense.
Starbucks style.
Like holds candles like no, what is it? 1830?
He is old. He is old. So
I lost count.
usually somewhere between 2 to 3 miles.
Okay.
So I rather go for miles than time.
So like 25 minutes-ish?
Yeah. Like 20, like call it like 22 average-ish right now, right? But I like running for miles because if I'm feeling good that day, I can push my pace, right? And I'm like pushing myself harder, but I still went 2 miles, but had like more output. If it's one of those days you're like, I feel like I'm barely crawling, you still have to crawl for 2 miles.
So you gotta get done early.
Yeah, it's like either I'm gonna get done early or prolong it.
I like
but either
that
way.
way. Yeah.
Whereas if I say 20 minutes and I had a good run,
it
But
like?
you could do it.
Just kind of like to prove like.
Yeah, to prove you can do it.
Because listen, there's people out there that we know they're not as like in shape or fit or strong or overweight, and they're still finishing.
Yep.
They're still finishing.
Even if it's in 5 hours or something,
Yeah.
it's more about the principle of just keep going.
You can't tell me that if that girl can do it, you can't.
Right. And then on top of that, to me, it's just the, when you're in something like prep, when you're like 4 weeks out, it feels like you're like moving from the finish line because every day feels so long. So it's like, oh my gosh, it's so far away. Same thing in a marathon. When you're like mile 20, you're like, oh, I'm dragging. Right.
What you work there?
Workout was pretty solid, I'd say. I got a good pump. I'm feeling very juicy. Very juicy.
It is good. With Fit Model, they definitely don't want too muscular. So I've been trying to go not super hard. So that was like the first hard workout I've had in a while, which is good. It feels good.
So we just finished up training shoulders with Ashley and Tori today. They both had a great workout, and then we finished up and they worked on some posing together. So how did posing go?
Good.
Good.
When someone has a good physique, it's tough almost to improve their posing because everything's going to look really good. But it's like those little nuances. It's always good to get feedback.
It was a very helpful session, so thank you.